If God is the supreme, everything in the creation is the supreme. So why do you say this is not part? He said, in the beginning, only I was. In the interim, I became many. At the end, only I will exist. So when he wants pastimes, the Lord wants pastimes, they wants to perform. If he is alone, there will not be any enjoyment. So during that pastimes, his energy, who is the feminine aspect, even the Lord worship that feminine aspect, who is rather manifest. So all the creation, everything you see is from the feminine energy. It's called the Swarup Shakti.
You are watching the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, and the mightiest African spiritual platform. I'm always Queen Hadasha. Call me Empress Makida. I am Labraska, the sun goddess. Call me the spear of destiny. I am always your woman of peace. It's another episode. Today we are going to discuss the Trinity, convergence of the Supreme Godhead. Anka uti Trinity ananka uwa sorry. God the Son, God the Father, God the Holy Spirit. And then the co-creation of one akachi. When they also say Trinity, a casting, a tressing, and Godhead, where is God's nose and God's ears? That is what we are going to discuss today. I welcome you people with lots of love, like Makuma or Do Ashemuma, and no ena medemamu akwaba. So nene de kaya wa joining platform where we are preaching consciousness. We believe in ascension and liberation. That is what we are doing here. We preach nothing to you but yourself. It's another episode. Let's welcome our guest. He's one of our fathers. Let's welcome him on set. Na fe yenhwe ne nantese na fe yembra topic ne so na yenhwe said ebeko. Papa, we welcome you to Revelations.
Thank you. So my name is Bhaktivedanta SHANTA Maharaj. I belong to the Hare Krishna movement, and I have been away from Ghana since the 80s, and I'm domiciled in America, and I'm here visiting, and fortunate enough to come to this program by Maame Grace. I've been watching her in America since, and I called her, and fortunately, she gave me ears to come to her program. So thank you very much.
Papa, we welcome you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to our wonderful platform. But let me ask this before we continue. Abusia, we hear Maharaj all over. Please, what's the meaning of Maharaj? Who is supposed to be called Maharaj? And how do you attain that name in the first place?
The name can be attained in two ways. When you are a king in India, you are known as a Maharaj. Raj means a king. Maha means great, the great king.
In India?
In India. So in India, the kings, their title is Maharaj.
Okay.
But there's another set of Maharaj. When you are spiritually endowed, you have renounced the world and you have taken the initiation of a renunciate. We call it sannyas. You are also a Maharaj because this time you are spiritually endowed. So that Maharaj is spiritual, not material.
So where can one go and do all these initiations to become Maharaj? Can it happen anywhere? Can I one day look at myself and feel I am well endowed, so let me post this name on myself that Maame Grace is now a Maharaj? Can you do that? What are the process? How do you get this name?
You have to follow the tenets of the scriptures. You have to become a disciple. And I joined this movement in 1978.
Okay. That's a long time.
It's a long time, and I have been in it, passed through, and at a certain stage, I was given the opportunity to take vanaprastha. Vanaprastha means not married person again, and I was in that for some time. And when the time came in India, I was given the initiation of a Maharaj. You have to find somebody who is bona fide, and the names that are given are bona fide names following some, rituals also. So
rituals.
Yes, not normally any bad ritual. It's initiation.
I understand. So you cannot just wake up and say
you become a Maharaj.
And are there particular people to initiate them, or anybody at all can initiate you? Does this Maharaj name attach to Krishnas, or there are other fraternities that can?
Other fraternities can use it, but you have to be qualified. Then you approach a qualified guru. That qualified guru can give you
the name Maharaj. Oh, okay. It's simple.
Initiate you
and give you that name. So that name is all about initiation into something. Then you get the name Maharaj.
Initiating as somebody who is renounced the world. It's like a priest, a very high priest. You have renounced the world. Now your duty is no women.
No what?
No women. You don't see. Now even you just go out and preach.
No women. So if somebody is called Maharaj, that it means that person should be without a woman.
Renunciate, yes.
Hey, and you didn't appreciate it.
It's a
renunciate. It didn't reduce it to you quarry stones.
No, it is because now you have become the father of everybody.
The world.
The world.
Not your children, your wife.
Your children. Even your children will call you Maharaj.
I have one friend, Maharaj. Maharaj, I am calling you on this. I will call him. When I'm done, I will call him on phone. Ask for him, he will come and explain this. Hey, I know one Maharaj. Not the one I'm greeting. Maharaj there, or no, I will call him. But I know one Maharaja who has saluted the girl, impregnated the girl, and saluting the girls. Oh my God.
See?
King in India, king in Ghana. Maharaj is supposed to be without a woman. Ghana Maharaj is with 1 million women. I will call the other Maharaj that I know. He will come and explain this for me. This Maharaj, I have his complaint more than 1 million. Hey,
anybody calling themselves Maharaj without being renunciate, then they themselves should know that they are cheating. And cheating, they will have to pay the price for it. Karma will come onto them like anything. You don't cheat the society to make your own gains.
Hey, ebeje dachi o. Ebeje, obeyeje dachi. So, when this karma, I have a problem with karma. I have done all sorts of things, dead or died, come back with another body. And you are saying karma is catching up with innocent body I just picked.
No.
What's up?
No. First, if you don't mind, we should go through the subject matter.
Okay, we will go through it and then you answer this one. But I have 2 other questions.
Yeah.
Let me ask that one. Since you are since you've been in
okay,
the
then let me answer your question.
Okay.
As you are sitting there now, you are a Trinity in one.
Oh, that one will get into the topic. So let's go that one.
Okay.
If not, the topic will not be sweet.
Okay.
So we will put it there. We will start with it. But let me ask this because it's equally important to me. When I saw the color of the dress, I remember one man who came to the show wearing this. He's also a Krishna. I don't remember the name. One of your people, a very big one, he came to the show with this dress. I think he was holding
A stick. I have it.
Okay.
But anytime I'm traveling, they give me so much trouble. So
you left it. So when I saw the color of the when I saw the color of the dress, I'm like, I was going to ask this man. So this your fine face with this big brain in your head, you are not going to give us any child to inherit this. You are taking everything away.
I got married when I was younger.
Okay.
So since about 1997, 98.
That is when you stopped and decided to be.
After now.
But I hope you don't suffer any prostate, because this thing, if you don't do, I learn you suffer prostate.
Well, according to the will of God, what happens is that whatever is lying down, it moves up
and comes down again.
No.
And stays there.
It nourishes your brain.
Okay.
So
it's a choice.
Yes. If you know how to do it, there's no problem.
So what's the difference between you, the you people, and the priests of Catholics, like Catholic priests who also don't marry? Are you the same?
Well, if you say I'm celebrate, and you still go around
with women,
then you are
Lawu?
not.
That's great. My last question, then we get into your topic. I know my questions are a little bit rough, but don't worry.
No,
please
don't
help
worry.
me. If I should be a Krishna somebody or leader, and I decide to groom people outside the Krishna beliefs, let me use that word, Krishna beliefs, and I give people, what do I use? Things like items that will help them. Is it part of your belief? Like,
no.
Is it okay?
No. See, that is material injunction. We do not do anything. Our is spiritual. We are directed to serving the Supreme Lord with all our heart, with all our mind, with everything. Nothing material. We do not even prophesy.
What's the difference between prophecy and predictions?
Prediction is you are predicting, prophesizing, maybe you are getting some energy, giving you that, not necessarily God.
Okay, you continue. You don't give any materialistic or any items for protection or anything. So if somebody should be there and the person...
The Supreme Lord is protecting me. There are 6 stages of surrender. One is give up all things that are not favorable to your devotional service to God. Acquire things that are favorable. You should know that God is my maintainer. God is my protector. That's for, at the time when you finish this, then humility will come to your heart, and then you surrender everything to the Supreme Lord. This is what we call surrender. 6 aspects. So if God is my protector, God is my maintainer, why should I go to other things to get protection? Why should I get maintenance from other things? If I don't have any place, I can lie on the street. If I have somebody who come, he will take me to the highest mansion to sleep like a king. It doesn't matter. You should be detached from all these things.
Wow. You see that thread you tie on your I really love it.
The thread is simple. Everybody have been given meanings. In India, when the Muslims were attacking India, and then, taking the women and killing. So the women found out that their husbands could not protect them. So they went to the people who could protect them who were stronger, the kings and everything. So that thread, you use it to tie at a certain time in the year to show your love. You are my brother. Please, I'm asking for your protection. It is not what, when I read or watch your shows, people give it different interpretations. No.
So that thread doesn't protect?
What the protection is from the
human being.
It's not.
So let's assume if I'm here and I'm strong, I become a huge king, and people run to me, then I give them that thread, blue color. It means
you are now their protector. So that the girls do this to their brothers. So, oh, my brother, you are my protector. That's it. So when my spiritual master was alive, when the time comes, he will use one to tie for us, and we will tie him. So we are protecting, we are helping you, you are helping us. Finish.
So it's not part of your Krishna consciousness anything?
No, there's no any subtle powers in it involved. No.
It simply means the pastor is the member's protector.
Yes.
This is very simple. And also better than spiritual something, and also you see power. Hey, Papa, you've been there for long. Are you telling us the truth? We need to know.
I'm telling you the truth.
So there's nothing shishi.
Even the moment I leave here, I'm going to India. If you like, if you are ready, I can take you. You go and see.
I have a program there, but I have been busy, so I'm busy studying. So
I will take you to the holy places. Not just any place.
So is it true that when somebody go to India and come and put that thing here, the person is powerful? Is it true?
The power relies in who you are, how you have imbibed the guru or the tenets of what you are studying. The power doesn't lie going somewhere and coming and now I'm a guru. The power doesn't lie somebody, putting their hands on you and then you suddenly have strength. No. How well have you followed your spiritual master's direction? How well are you worshiping the Supreme Lord? How well are you following the tenets of the religion? That's where power is. I will not come to you and predict something about you. No, it is not what we do. Our aim is to love God. Love God with all our heart. That's it. That what it takes to bring us to that stage, this is what we teach.
You are watching the biggest and the largest. He said he's ready to take me to India. You know me, I will go. He said we will visit all the higher places of spirituality. And Papa, we will come. I will talk to you about it. When I come with some of my members, are we welcome?
Everybody is welcome.
Anybody who wants to go, call me. I'm not saying come and pay anything to me. You buy your ticket, we all go. You are watching the greatest and the largest. Hey, Papa, this thing is serious. So the way we understand this whole thing.
People are cheating just like people are using Christianity to cheat.
It has gotten to your place too.
That's what they are doing here.
Oh, my God.
Anyone who uses the name of God to cheat for his material gains will have to pay for it.
Now, Papa, what is God himself doing? Which God is that? You are sitting there, people are using your name to cheat. You can't talk.
No. In the material world, we have been given free will, the choice.
To do anything.
Yeah, the choice.
You pay.
Yes.
Sin is sweet, but wait for it.
Yes. The choice you make. Now you are using your intelligence to discriminate. If the discrimination is for the good or for the bad, it's your...
You will pay. The painful part of it is when they start paying. We will not see. Because the person might reincarnate before coming to pay. We will be gone by then. And even if we are here, the person will take a different body. How would we know this person they pay for this thing he do? How we feel know?
See, we have individual karma. We have group karma. We have ethnic karma. We have national karma. And we have karma for...
We have cosmic karma as well.
As well. So karma is accordingly. So whatever you have done, no matter what, you will be grouped together in a certain level. But God is so kind. The new body you get, you see, God is kind to all of us. The new body you get is to give you another mood. Hey, I can make changes in my life. So you are giving a new start. So anytime you get a body, it means though you will pay for all your karma, but you will still be given a start in a new body.
You are watching The Biggest. Papa, I have gotten a boyfriend in Krishna Temple. Not just a boyfriend. The person is so serious about me. He wants to marry me. But he has a wife already. Is it okay for me to go? I'm an African and my culture, I mean, allow polygamy. But the person is a Krishna, somebody like your people, your head. And me, I believe in anything. I'm open to all. But I want to know if I can do this and the Krishna temple or fraternity or believe or accept me. Like, is it allowed? So I'm able to move.
Okay, it is like this. In the ancient times, in India, mainly the Maharajas, the kings, are allowed to have many wives, not individuals. But if this personality who is married and still wants you is not just being interested in you because of your body, that I don't have anything to, if he can take care of you, even one person he cannot take care of, then you get 2 or 3. Can you take care? You cannot take care of one woman. Now you want to marry 2, you want to marry 3. It is not the right thing.
Wait, care. When you say care, which area? Like as in care as financially?
Financially.
Or the other,
Any. Financially, I know in Africa many people marry, I know people marry about 100 wives. But what they use? See, if you cannot bring these people in the likeness of God, what God wants them to be, and you are just bringing children along, you have to take 1/6 of all their karma.
Hey!
You see all these leaders who are claiming they want to be leaders of the country. If they don't do well and direct the people to doing good things accordingly, all the negative things that will be done by the subjects in the country
60% is on their head.
1/6 of it from each and every one will be on their head.
No wonder when they come, no gray hair bash. They come nicely, and when they come, they deflate like poof. Aye!
1/6. So, I mean, if you know this, you say, hey, my leadership, aspirations, I'll put it on hold.
Make I do my one corner. Hi! Wow.
And the West, though, those who are claiming to be men of God, and they are using God's name to cheat. A hell has not been created for them yet.
Hey! They are all will be modernized. Not the old hell. Hey! And you're more fire and I bet to say gas.
It's true what I'm saying. Whether
it's not even a joke, Papa.
It's not a joke. And look, there are people who come to you, Oh, you know, I will heal you, I'll give you. What in the world? See, okay, there is something called Tantra. Just as I was going to say, let's speak about this. This body consists of 3 levels. We have the gross body, we have the subtle body, and then we have the spirit soul, which is in it. The gross body consists of 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, ether. This makes the gross body. Then within the gross body, just like the old camera with the film in it, the film is the one taking the actions. The gross body is doing the things, and then the senses, the mind, the intelligence, and then the false ego. These 3 are the subtle body. So everything that you are doing on the gross body is being registered on the subtle body. So it is there forever.
That is a picture you try to hold.
That is it.
Picture no.
That is it. So that is where you get your karma. So from that subtle body, when you leave this body, the soul will use the subtle body to enter into a body that befits you according to what you have created. And it is not only one creation. Remember, the soul is moving from one body to another, from one universe to another universe, from one time of creation to another. So we have a lot of karma that is consisting this body that we have. So sometimes you be a very nice person and bad things are happening to you. And you can be a very wicked person and good things are happening to you. It is not from this. It's
Carry
from
forward.
your karma. Carry forward.
Hi. Things do.
If you know this, this is simple.
You will be careful with what you do.
You do.
You are watching the biggest and the largest. They am cranny. Cra and saying, Amumi NG and Nikakra will be asking who so and shade. Eh? Bush bash everywhere.
No.
We should not bush bash.
The Lord, we are spirit souls, part and parcel of God. So we should, all the enjoyment, the pleasures of God are also within us. But the moment we come to the material world is a pervaded reflection of the spiritual world. It's a shadow aspect. And we are all part and parcels of God. You, me, everybody. We are all individuals, just like the sun and the sun rays. The sun rays are also part of the sun, but in infinitesimal mode. You follow me? So if we say we are not part of God, we are eternal. You are eternal, I'm eternal. But because I'm in the material world is a temporary place. We are moving from body to body to body until we come to perfection. And when we come to perfection, we go back to the spiritual world and enjoy just like the Supreme.
The biggest, the largest. Papa, the topic is the Trinity, Convergence of the Supreme Godhead. That is the topic. Don't forget where you were going when I stopped you. So we can start from there.
So, Oma Gyanam Timrin Dasia, Gyanam Jaya Salakaya, Shakshu Militamyena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, but my spiritual master has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances unto him. I offer my obeisances to my spiritual master who had given me this opportunity to have this knowledge. And also I give my Dandavad. Dandavad means obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who brought this knowledge to the West, even in his old age. He brought this knowledge, and now this knowledge is a worldwide knowledge. So I'm very grateful. Today, I want to talk about the Trinity, Convergence of the Supreme Godhead. What do I mean by Trinity? Mm-hmm. We have three aspects of Godhead in different stages. I'm going to name a few according to the time we have. We have the effulgence, we call the Brahmajyoti. Just as you have an aura, God also have that aura we call the effulgence. The brightness is so bright. And within that effulgence, like the sunshine, we have all living entities in it. But they do not have relationship. So they don't have bodies. They have the spiritual bodies, but they are not having any relationship with the Supreme. They are within the effulgence of the Lord. Now, if you hear the word Om, Om is the manifestation from that Brahmajyoti, which means eternity or eternal existence. So God is existing even within the Brahmajyoti, is the Supreme Lord. But that existence have not, the knowledge in it is little. Then the second aspect of the Supreme Lord is called the Paramatma. The Paramatma means the Supreme Lord who is existing within each and every living entity as the Super Soul. Without him, we are nowhere. And that Super Soul, there are personalities like the yogis and the sages. They worship him. And then they go internal. So you see them meditating. And then they go internal to see this Supreme Personality, and they worship that Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that Supreme Personality of Godhead has what we call knowledge, chit. So now, eternal existence and knowledge. So the Supreme, he is knowledgeable, he has knowledge, he is doing everything, he can communicate with you, does everything. So that is an aspect of God within you. When you are doing something and then you pray and then some inspiration comes to you, it's coming from that Super Soul from within. So if they say when the master, when the student is ready, the master comes. The master is the Super Soul within us, who is guiding us. So the moment we are ready, he manifests as the master before us to teach us. The third aspect of the Supreme is called Bhagavan. Bhagavan means the Supreme Lord who is a person like you and me. So there is something we call anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism simply means people are creating God in their likeness to worship. No, the Lord is already there and he has created us in his likeness. You follow me? And not only human likeness. All the animals you see, they are all aspects of the likeness of God.
Then how does God look like? Animal, human?
No. Yes. There are incarnations of the Lord who take the form of fish. Marshall. There are incarnations of God who take the form of Kulma, tortoise. There are incarnations of God who take the form of Varaha, the boa. There are incarnations of God who take the form of half man, half lion. See, if God is the supreme, everything in the creation is the supreme. So why do you say this is not part? He said, in the beginning, only I was. In the interim, I became many. At the end, only I will exist. So when he wants pastimes, the Lord wants pastimes, they wants to perform. If he is alone, there will not be any enjoyment. So during that pastimes, his energy, who is the feminine aspect, even the Lord worship that feminine aspect, who is rather manifest. So all the creation, everything you see is from the feminine energy. It's called the Swarup Shakti. So women, you are all powerful. It's not all, but in the material world, that Swarup Shakti in the spiritual world manifests here as Maya, the illusory energy. And the illusory energy also has many agents who help. And then when we have done things that are wrong and we are being chastised, we say the devil did it. So who is the devil?
Who is the devil, Papa?
Nothing. If God is God, who is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent, there's no one who can challenge him. But then who is the devil? If you do something wrong and the government puts you in prison and puts a prison warden beside you to take care of you, if you do anything there, he hammers you, says, stay there, and then you blame him to be the somebody evil.
You forgot what you did took you there.
He's only doing the will of God. And you go to the Bible. They said when Job was, when the children of God were gathered, the devil was among them. But in the scriptures, he said, it is only those who are pure in heart who shall see God. But here, the devil was with the children of God and sitting before him, and he was not even talking to any of his other children who are very pure, but talking to the devil about Job. Come on. And he is seeing God, and he is the devil. Come on, there's something not right there. So who is
the devil?
The devil. The devil is the personalities in the material world who are putting us, who are requesting, performing bad activities in our place.
So in simply put, God is only one.
There's only one God. But that is where we are going back.
Okay.
So in the Bhagavan realization of the Lord is like a person, you and me. The Lord wants relationship. Just as we are in the material world, we want relationship. You are telling me now you want to have a relationship with somebody. In the same way, God wants to have relationship with us. And because of that, he has given us different situations. So those who want to have relationship with God on the neutral platform, they will see God on a certain level. Those who want to have relationship with him as master and servant, they will have certain platform. They will see God, but he is manifesting in that form to them. So we have the form of God as Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan. And in that form, there are people who are worshiping him in the spiritual world. And in that stage, in Narayan form, he is darkish in complexion. And all his disciples or people who are his associates there, especially those on the main, They are all in a dark form. They are there. Now, even higher than that, we have the Supreme Lord who has manifested, who wants to have consults. You follow me? So it is, they say, as above, so below. But over there, all those consults, everybody is satisfying Krishna, is satisfying God. Here we want to satisfy ourselves. And because this is a pervaded reflection of the spiritual world, as we try to satisfy our own whim, our own material desires, we are caught up in the vagaries of nature, material nature. This is what is happening.
This is what is happening. You are watching the biggest and the largest. How do we humans get back on track?
That is the very good question. Brahmanda Brahmeti Kunaiva Bhagayava Jiva. Guru Krishna Pasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. As we, individual souls, we are roaming from this creation, from one universe to another. You follow me? This is not the only universe. So this our planet even has no anywhere, you can't see it anywhere in the material. It's like you go to the beach, you see the number of sand on the beach, you take a grain, even that is our universe. And within that grain is a small particle which within it is our earth. So we are nobody. In the universe, there's a whole number of universes. Some are very large, even 100 million times larger than ours. And we are moving from one universe to another. And there are about 400,000 species of human beings. In fact, let me give you the actual figure. There are 8,400,000 species of living entities that the Lord has created. The form is already there. We are just moving from universe to one universe, from one planet to planet. Transitions. And then we are taking different forms. But if one is lucky enough to come across a man of God who is genuine, a bona fide, not any person who is cheating, the charlatans. They are charlatans and the real man of God. If you come across a man of God, not be him a Christian, be him any religion, but if he's a man of God, he will plant into your heart the seed of bhakti, the seed of devotion to the Supreme Lord. Then that is the beginning of your end in the material world.
So that is what we have to pursue.
That is our aim in life. All what we are doing materially is even hampering our pursuit of the eternal. So anyone who comes to you and instead of giving you the eternal and is giving you rings, is giving you stones, and he's saying buy this bracelet or anything for $1,000, he is just cheating you and making money.
Hey, it will not take you anywhere.
It will not take you anywhere.
Hey!
Or the only place it will take you, the person is performing tantric
massage. Who have gone to tantric massage?
No, not that.
I know that one. I went to tantric massage with my friend.
No,
tantra. I go there and I'm like, this is what you do. I don't go to fit. Make her go.
Tantra simply means.
I know your tantra you are talking about.
Now, back home here, we see many of our people doing tantra. You go and somebody does anything for you. what he's doing. They say, oh, you bay. What is bay? Every one of us, everyone is bay. What is bay? Bay simply means using your subtle body to manipulate activities. I told you before, we have the gross body and we have the subtle body. The subtle body, some people call the Akashic record. You know of the Akashic record. You can go within the Akashic record and manifest so many things. So many of our scientists and so forth, especially these Europeans who know this, they just go in and bring some things out and they say, I have discovered this. There is nothing under the sun that is new. Our people can do it, but we are using it for evil. So you say, oh, obey. No, you can use it for the positive. That is, you are using tantric aspects.
You are watching the biggest and the largest. Papa, right now, I have two problems. What you are saying is very clear and straightforward. I have just two problems. You see, before you can become this, you were an African. You are an African, pure African. But now you are called Maharaj. Maharaj is not Tewia, it's not Donko, it's not Opoku, it's not Mensa. Now your name has changed. Your way of dressing, wetutun to meguso, that one too has changed. Now, all the things you are calling and all the masters, I didn't hear Opoku, I didn't hear Frimpong, I didn't hear Mensa, I didn't hear Latte in it. We Africans, before the Bhagavad Gita, before the Bible, before the Quran, I'm mentioning these three big ones because they are very famous. Before all these things, were we having any connection with the Supreme Being?
Let me tell you something. The Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna. Krishna
was black. Was Krishna black?
Yes, Krishna is black.
Hey!
Buddha, the original Buddha.
Buddha is also black.
Go and check it. See, we are at the beginning of time. Blacks were in India. Blacks started civilization in China. The ancient Chinese, black, where Mesopotamia is, and they are claiming, you know, it's Kana. It is. Now, when I was growing up as a young person, my mother told me, she called me, he said, my son, you are supposed to be a priest of Yahweh. Are you listening? We are the original Hebrews.
Eh?
I said, Mom.
Father, what you just said is big. Oh?
Yes, he said. I said
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Don't let it. Yahweh. Something you can't even find the depth. Can you find the depth of God? That's Yahweh. See, all what they are saying, because they don't know the tetragram of, they will call it another. But in the original language, we know. So, I'm just saying this, that almost all the Africans here, the Akans, the Ewes, the Gans,
the
Yoruba, we all come from that place, Egypt and up. And if you go to, you know, even the word Kemi, you know what? It's actually an
Kemi.
Kama.
Ariami.
And you look at that place, it's in the sun. And Khartoum, a Katuma. In the bowl of the sun. So we moved all the way from there. And even you go to a place in Turkey now, they have just discovered and mention
that shrine thing there.
The name is completely Ewe.
Yes, I know that one.
What is the name again? I will just mention it for you. It's a Jogbagri Tefa. And this is how we spell Jogbagri. That means the place where creation began. The Gri means the wall. Tefa means place.
It is there.
Yes.
It is there.
So don't let anybody. We moved because of wars and everything. We left the knowledge behind. And now we are thinking we are not part of it. We are all part. This dressing that I'm dressed, if you go to even the Volta region, there are people dressed, have things almost like this. So I didn't know. I have gone and I have found, and I have even found a deeper one. If they want, I can also give to them that, look, this is it. We are all part of it. So it is not that you were not part of it.
Okay, you will come one day and come and talk about that history. We want to put them on records. So I will allow you to prepare about this and come and give that to me, please, if it's possible. Now, since we are all part of it, what has happened now that any time we want to pursue this kind of knowledge, you like this, you are not here. So anytime we want to pursue this kind of knowledge, we have to travel to India or out there.
No. If you are ready, the master will come. I was here in the 80s. We struggled and opened temples. But now I'm not here. And people are using this knowledge we have created to show the pure aspect of worship of Godhead. People have turned it around, making money out of it. It shouldn't be allowed.
So what can we do about it? Because Krishna himself, he didn't open any religion or whatever. He was just giving the knowledge.
Even the word Christ, where does the word Christ come from? Krishna, Christos, Christ. We are actually, Christians are worshiping Krishna.
And when you trace it, even Brahma, you go and get Abraham out of the same Brahma. But the point I'm trying to make is that I care about my continent, Africa. What I want us to know is how can we, put these things in place that people will not travel to India for this kind of knowledge.
I'm coming back home.
You are coming back home. If you tell me what thing enter my ear, I dey hold them. I am holding it by
Tell
way.
And
when you come, me myself, I will be there, making sure people are getting the knowledge. We want it. I'm not saying you are going to die, but I don't want you to go with anything because Krishna, he told you this. Empty it before you go. Am I lying? So we will be waiting. So Papa, we have heard this. You will come back for the history you are giving us. We want to know. But right now, the Trinity convergence of the Supreme Godhead was the topic. Mm-hmm. So now, in 5 minutes, I want you to put this topic. I won't ask a single question. Put this topic together that in case someone just plays his channel here, the person will get the full meaning of the Trinity convergence of the Supreme God.
Okay.
Godhead.
So, I gave one aspect of it already. That the effulgence, the Brahma, Paramatma, and then the Bhagavan, which is effulgence of the Lord, the super soul, and then the personality. And that personality is has 6 opulences: all beauty, all knowledge, all wealth, all renunciation, what else? knowledge, beauty, renunciation. The rest I'm missing too. Now, if we live there, when the Lord, I told you, the Lord is one. But when he wants to manifest into many, he first manifests his energy, the swarup, the internal energy. The feminine, that's the feminine aspect. It's called Radha. And he manifests on the right his own manifestation again on the right. It's called Balaram, the one who has all the strength. So this aspect, three aspects, from them, all the other energies, the so-called spiritual world and material world are manifesting. I don't want to go into detail. I can give you details maybe in later. Then, from there, another expansion of the Lord is called Narayan expansion. Narayan expansion happens. And from Narayan expansion, when the Lord wants to create the material world, because the material world is like a shadow in the spiritual world, small place. He enters into that shadow, into that crowd, and manifests water. We call the water of eternal, the causal ocean. And from the causal ocean, from his pores, and as he's breathing, the universe manifests. Just as when you are sweating, what comes out? It's just like small golden eggs. And as they move away from the Brahma, from the Lord, they become big as our universe. Then he actually creates from that universe and manifests himself again into one of those universes. And from one of those universes, Lord Brahma, is born from his lotus. Now, before that, the living entities are within his grants. So he glances upon Mother Nature, which the scientists call, the how do you call it? The primordial suit. But we call it Pradhan. He grants on Mother Nature, and from there, all living entities are manifested as Lord Shiva. You've heard of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is a pervaded reflection of this aspect of the Supreme Lord. And the feminine aspect that comes with Lord Shiva in the male form is called Dhrugadev. So if you go to India, we have the Shiva Lingam and the Yoni. You follow me? Lord Shiva is the father of all mankind from the material point of view, not from the spiritual point of view. And Lord Shiva is also an aspect of this Lord Vishnu. So this is very deep. It takes time for you to understand this.
That.
But if you want to know God in depth, if you know these things, the love of God will come into your heart without any difficulty. You follow me? Mm-hmm. So this is an aspect of the Lord we all want to. And then the next one I told already, who is the super soul, also manifest in the universe and controlling. So one should come to the stage whereby we follow the spiritual master. And following the spiritual master, he is going to give you mantras, the names of God to chant. We have secondary names of God, like Allah, his creation, and they name him after the creation. But we have the primary names also, like Krishna, He who is all attractive. Krishna is so attractive that he's like a magnet. The moment you see, you want to run to him. So we have the secondary, Ram. He's all blissful. He has that bliss in him. And we have to take that bliss.
Can they change Brahma and make it Donko? So at least I will feel familiar with the name. So you say Krishna is in India language, that is fine. Then you add Donko to it. Then I know Krishna Donko. Then I know I am in it. Or we should call it Togbi Hoza.
I will say something interesting. You see, maybe when I was in the Volta region, I was talking about Krishna. Somebody held my hand, took me to the shrine, said, "You think we don't know Krishna?"
That is Krishna. It's because of the changing of the name. If they should tell us Togbi Geso, we will know that Togbi Geso is sitting here.
Yeah,
but we frown at it that
let me tell you something. Like all the demigods, like the demigod they call Indra in the Sanskrit language. Sanskrit is a very ancient language. It's not Indian language. Indian came later. The Sanskrit has been there for a long time. The word Indra in the Ewe language is Hebioso.
Oh, Hebioso. No Gokpo.
Hebioso is
Yes.
Indra.
Oh, Papa, what are you saying?
Yes. Indra is Hebioso. Togbi Nyigba.
Hey.
See, the grandfather who rides the bull. If you go there and you see the grandfather who is riding the bull, who rides the bull? Lord Shiva. So, see, they are there. You have to we have to come to learn the different.
Papa, please come again and come and teach us. So, Hebioso is.
Hebioso is. So, do not look down upon.
What you have?
Yes, our
Africans.
No, do not look down. They have.
It's just the name.
What the white people have, and they are using. They say Yahweh, and we say Yahweh, and this is our language. And then we go to them and said, "Oh, this is the only way we have to call him." No, it is the Yahweh. And when they go to the Volta region and then they go to the shrines, they don't respect. But because another thing, they have transformed. You see, when you have a knowledge, even Christianity, if Jesus were to come today and see how Christianity is being practiced, he will say, "Who taught this?"
In fact, the election came to destroy them. They were exercising, some of them were exercising a lot of gullibility. Sorry. Because why are you lying? They said God said. And God is saying all sorts of lies.
If you are not pure. You are womanizer. You are looking for people's wealth. How are you pure to see God? Then you are actually getting your knowledge from the subtle plane. Yes. No, those who say we are praying and God answered. God is far away. He is not answering your prayer. According to your karma, whatever will come to you is coming to you.
No prayer can stop it.
No prayer can stop it.
But they say, Papa, your last words, I want you to go to those who are looking for God and those who are also giving all sorts of. I wanted to ask one question, but I look at your age and I decided not to ask. I should ask. You said, if you are a Krishna, God is your protector. Am I correct? When you build your house, don't you put a gate there? Why do you put a gate there? Is the gate stronger than God?
No. But
so if we wear what we wear to protect ourselves,
at least you need some privacy. In America, you cannot build a house and leave it open. In fact, where I was in America, we don't close the door. We can even travel for 2 months. When I come, my family, we just open the door and enter. I was in an area in Pennsylvania. So, see, if now you say this belongs to me, take it. Why do you have to struggle for material things when it will come to you? Even when you leave, you will not live with even a dime.
I'm shocking. They will give you what, when they wear you whatever, you can't say queen.
But I want to still warn our leaders.
Papa, let that be your last words and advice to the public.
See, I will have to say this. Each and every one of you, do the right thing, and you will get the leader that will lead you. We are all getting the leaders we get because of our mentality, of our mood. If our mood is wrong, we get the wrong leadership. And to the leaders, those who are clamoring to get, to be political leaders of this country, be very careful. You are putting 1/6 of all the karma of the citizens, the denizens of Ghana on your head if you don't do the right thing. But if you do the right thing and everybody is okay, 1/6 of all their good karma will also come to you.
That's a great achievement.
Mm-hmm. So those of you who have looted and you think you can take it, but in your next life you'll be like a pauper. You have to pay. Karma is there to tell on you. Whatever you sow, that's what you reap. Thank you very much.
Yo, Papa, thank you so much. I want you to add this for me, advice for me. Now elections is gone. We are waiting for what will come to us. Any prayer for us, any advice for us, anything, the youth especially, there are no jobs. We don't know what's going to happen. We heard that Nkokon Kitten is coming. So any advice for us, any businesses that you think the youth can, enter into it, at least we want to feed. Mm-hmm.
So, see, we should not sit down. That was the educational system that was brought to us. After you finish school, you sit down to let the government give you employment. Please, we have so much fertile land. Everybody should take it upon themselves to do something small. Even if you are technological, technically endowed, take something, just do something. Somebody will come to you. Do not think that you need a whole lot of money to bring about a business enterprise. No, you don't need much, especially those who can't do anything at all. There is a young man who was a banker in the Volta region. He was doing, and he said, this can suffice. Him and the wife went, and then they got land, and they're planting sweet potatoes and so forth. He's making so much out of it. He's making sweet potato gari and all those things. Why can't we innovate? Don't think what your country can do for you. You should always be thinking what
you can do for
your country to be successful. That's the advice of Kennedy, President Kennedy.
All right. Papa, thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Thank you so much. I nearly asked him if they are all worshipping Hebioso in the Krishna. So Hebioso is everywhere.
We don't worship Lord Indra.
Okay, you don't worship Lord Indra, but he is also in the temple.
No.
He's nowhere in the temple.
He is the leader of the demigods.
The demigods. So the demigods, what they are, you will come back. I want you to come and tell us the demigods what they are mean almost unfaso. But today, dear, your time is past. I have disturbed you, but don't worry. No. I needed to get this out of you. So I will call you to come once again before you leave. So you come and take us through this history, and then you come and open up these demigods for us, the different names they give to it. So we are able to reverence them, because it's looking like Africans, what belongs to us is actually not good. But if it is what belongs to us and the name is been upgraded, we find comfort in them. So we need to know the names, and then the names we were calling them, so we know what to do and what not to do. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you. Abusia, we keep learning. Sometimes it's I don't know the word to use, but let's keep learning. If something is changed, it doesn't mean yours is no good. Let's find out if it's the same thing, but the language barrier is what is creating confusion. Now, Yasheni, we will bring him back for him to come and teach us about this history and also these demigods. Thank you so much for watching Your Biggest and Your Greatest. Believe in yourself. Do good, and good will visit you. Shalom. Peace.